What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. It's a new case, so everything in this video is alleged. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. When we first meet a person and the vibes and conversation is just right, we are just living in a moment. You can't see into the future. If y'all do decide to go further, kick it on a regular, or start a relationship, at that point, everything is all love. And as adults, once you are being intimate, especially if not protected, that means you rock with that person enough. Even if y'all do conceive a child together, you are okay with that. Of course, when we are younger and in a dream world, we might think we have a child together, we will be together forever and live happily ever after. But as you get older, we all know having a baby or babies doesn't solidify a relationship. Some outgrow each other. Everyday people's needs change, or sometimes it might just never been that. Just two consensual adults doing them and a slip up happens. Either way, once kids are born into this world, as parents, both parties are responsible for that child. And even if y'all are not together, the co-parenting starts. Some have kids later on in life at a mature age, so for them, co-parenting might be easy. For others, they go through the bitter baby mother or baby father stage. But once the child gets older, they come to a mutual understanding. But one thing for sure, life doesn't stop. And the tough part is when your child or the parent moves on. Now you have to try to understand there will be another person around your kid, whether you like it or not. Some people get along, but sometimes the new person might overstep their boundaries or even build resentment towards you. And that's when things can go left. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it right outside of Trenton to Ewing Township, New Jersey, to discuss the recent case of a man who was outside playing with his kids when his baby mother's boyfriend took his life. Earlier last month, 40-year-old Jimmy Chase was a man living a fulfilled life. From the city of brotherly love, Philly, Jimmy took pride in his city. Described as a loving man who was always willing to lend a helping hand even to strangers. Fun-loving, hard-working, and more importantly to Jimmy than anything, a father. Jimmy had sons, so his main focus was teaching them to be respectful, caring, and spending as much time with them as possible so they can grow up to be great young men. Even though him and his baby mother wasn't together anymore, they did try to co-parent. Jimmy would come over, spend time with the kids, or take them to games or events, even if they just played outside. He was an active father. When not with his kids, he enjoyed being in Philly, whether riding through the city with family or catching the vibe of the neighborhood. He was very involved in his community. Jimmy's baby mother had moved on over time and was in a new relationship with a 35-year-old man from Trenton, New Jersey, named Davon Holloman. It's not clear if the man had any issues prior, but Jimmy was good as long as he had access to his kids, and Davon didn't overstep his boundaries. Fresh into the new year, on January 8th of this year, Jimmy had some free time from work, so of course, he wanted to spend time with his boys. He was in Jersey, outside on New Hillcrest Avenue. It was evening time, a little bit after 5, when he was teaching the kids how to ride a bike. The area, some say, was by his baby mother's house, so her new boyfriend Davon was close by. Somewhere in the mix, as Jimmy was enjoying time with his kids, Davon approached aggressively and said something to Jimmy before an altercation started. As Jimmy was trying to protect himself and keep his kids safe, they were crying and trying to push Davon away when he upped a knife and stabbed Jimmy multiple times in front of the kids before fleeing the area. Witnesses on the block that saw the commotion called local police, who responded to the neighborhood to find Jimmy suffering from multiple stab wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital but unfortunately, he wouldn't survive his injuries. People in the community told police exactly what happened, and majority of the incident was recorded from somebody's cell phone, but Davon was MIA. As Jimmy's family and friends were left with the pain and anger that his life was cut short while doing the thing he was supposed to be doing, being a father, they wanted justice, especially since Davon allegedly did that in front of the kids. A search for the man started, and a few weeks later, he was picked up, taken into custody, charged with first-degree hit, weapon offenses, and endangering the welfare of a child. As the story made headlines, Jimmy's sister started a GoFundMe to help with the children's future and funeral expenses, and to shed light on what she called a senseless act that took her brother's life. As of now, this is a new case that hasn't made its way to trial yet, and Davon is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Jimmy. I send my prayers and condolences to his family, especially his kids, who not only lost their father, but had to witness that. If it did go down like that, no matter what issue Davon had with Jimmy, that was cold to do that in front of the kids. Not trying to blame the baby mother. Definitely, it's not her fault. But it's important for anybody, men and women, to know who you have around your kids and what type of time they are on. If they can't understand the other parent will be around, you got to cut them off, because that shows their level of immaturity and ego. That's how things happen. Kids getting talked to crazy by a step parent or them overstepping their boundaries because the feelings they have towards the biological parent. Everybody is not mentally ready to be in a relationship with a person who has kids, because they either want them all to themselves or they don't understand co-parenting, which is cool, to each his own, but you shouldn't sign up for something you are not ready for. But I'm going to end this one with a question. Have you yourself ever had to deal with your child's other parent, significant other, feelings, or acting some kind of way? Or if you was the significant other to a person with kids, how did you handle the situation and create healthy boundaries? Let me know in the comments. And remember, we got to succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, it's a terrible situation. I ain't gonna lie, this one kind of struck a nerve with me, because I can definitely relate to this situation. But rest in peace to Jimmy. I definitely send my prayers to his family, his kids. Now 3 little boys lost their father in front of them. That's terrible. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all leave it in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.